Alright, I'm megaslayer321a, and this is Shantae Half-Genie Hero Pirate Queen's Quest 100%, and we will be getting into it in about... in 3, 2, 1, go. So as I said, this is Shantae Half-Genie Hero Pirate Queen's Quest. In this DLC content, we play as Risky Boots, the antagonist of the series, and we are trying to build a machine called Tinkerbrain. This takes place at the end of the main story, between the final stage and, I guess, the second final stage. We're going to go through all of the stages that Shantae would... Oops. Why did it go there? All the stages Shantae would normally go through, collecting little... Oh, God. Sorry, not using my controller, so we're having a little bit of slight difficulty here. Anyway, yeah, so we go through all the standard stages and we collect bits and pieces of the Tinkerbrain. There are 3 different types of movement we'll use throughout this, and we'll see 2 of them right now, which is just walking forward and sliding. Sliding is the fastest. Okay, I can do this. There we go. There is one that comes later on, after the stage, the Hat Glide, but we don't have that yet. I'll talk about that when we get there. So yeah, we're just making our way through Tasseltown as fast as we can, and failing a little bit, because the game is not being kind to me. And this is extremely bad. Okay. Might get a restart right in the very beginning. In fact, we're gonna play super safe. I would have very much liked to keep that melon until the next stage. So there's nothing really complicated about this first stage. We're just making our way through and sliding wherever we can. So any donations, any plugs, go right ahead.
Absolutely. Just a quick little reminder to everyone in the chat right now. We do have some awesome incentives going on. The next one will be a Silent Hill Choice of Endings. Good ending and UFO ending in a very tight race right now. If you want to check them out, exclamation mark incentives in the channel, challenges.speedrun.com.
Yeah, that Silent Hill bit is heating up pretty good. If memory serves, I believe UFO is a little bit ahead of Good Ending. Or did that change?
No, it actually changed in the last run. Good Ending's at $225 and UFO Ending's at $202.
Ah, well, if you want to see a UFO instead of whatever the Good Ending is. So there is a little bit of tech that's coming up in about a second, where we do a little bit of a... well, you'll see. And I got it. So yeah, we shoot that as we're falling, and we open our first chest of the game, where we get the first Dark Magic of the game, which we use to power up our abilities, like my various bullets at the top of the screen, my HP, my Hat Glide that I get later on, and all sorts of different things. Ooh, another Juicy Melon, that's very good. As you may have noticed, there is a lot of damage boosted in this, so as many health items as we can get is very useful. And we're just about to get into our first boss. This is Tinker Slug, or Poop Toot, as it's called in the Shantae story. So the strat to this boss is very simple. We hit this bell over here, which spawns a bomb up here. We climb up, we hit it, we summon a Tinkerbat, and this is the only time you'll see those get used, and then we beat it up with our sword. And rinse and repeat, except we use a Tinkerbat down there instead of staying down there ourselves. And we should get this in a 2-cycle. And there we go. And Risky is very upset that her followers decided to work against her for some reason. just a little bit of tech there right at the end where we just stand on the opposite side of the chest to pick it up so we get off the screen a little bit quicker. And achievement get. And at the end of, after every stage, we do get an upgrade. In this case, it is our pirate hat, which is our next form of movement, which you're going to see very soon. Okay.
Take this down.
God. I did not mean to save there. For some reason, it is going over there. Anyway, we're moving into, I honestly forget what the stage is called. I just know it is the tower, because it is a pain in the butt.
Let's go.
So the first part of the stage is very similar to the last, where it's just a bit of good movement and some damage boosts, but... And here is our hat glide that allows us to, surprise, surprise, glide. So we're just going to pick up a few dark magics along the way, and our first of what they call the genie magic. And to beat the game as risky, you do need to collect all 15 genie magics, or genie crystals. You don't need to collect all the dark magic, but because this is 100%, we do. The reason I chose to use a melon there is because that scorpion gal has basically 3 states that its sprite can be in. In 2 of those states, it will deal 4 damage, and in 1 of them, it will deal 6 damage. So it's just playing it a bit safe. Played a bit safe here to kill this Archer Gal, because they have a very good percentage chance of dropping those tuna rolls that I just picked up. So, we're now coming into the second part of this, the tower climb. In the Shantae version of this, you have a big worm that's chasing you up, and you have to just climb as fast as you can. In the risky mode, it's a bit more casual. You just climb up at your own pace. But there are some scary bits where there are some of those scorpion gals that I mentioned earlier. Wait. Sorry. Just gonna try and see if I can get a big heart there. Nope, got nothing. Alright, once again, just playing this a bit safe. Yeah, glad I did. Taking the hit from that little eye floater just to avoid taking the big hit from the scorpion gal. And there's just a little bit of tech there to avoid that guy. Messed that up. You can avoid that third hook that I did not avoid. Yeah. And now with all our dark magic, we can do our first upgrade. We're gonna go in and upgrade our hat glide. This will allow us to glide further, and will make the when we use it, we'll get higher, and when we are using it, our decrease will be slower, allowing us to go further. now we come into, like I said, I forget the name, but basically Tower 3. This used to be my most hated part of this run, because we used to come in here with Hat Glide 1. It made, Hat Glide level 0. It made this stage rather technical, and it looked really cool if you put it off right, but it also made it ridiculously hard. Now it is just incredibly easy to just glide through here. Faster too. And we abuse some damage to get there. Go back too soon. Once again, I am gonna just kill those archer gals. You don't need to, you can get past them, but I'm just trying to get a bit more HP playing, a bit more healing items, playing it a bit safe. But they don't want to give me any of their delicious tuna. Fortunately, and as I was just about to say it, I haven't seen any jerkbirds. But there they are. Alright, second boss of the game, we're coming up to Wilbur, the Devourer of Memories, or whatever he's called. This boss fight is basically an auto-scroller. You slide to the left or the right, your desire. You wait for the rocks to drop. You knock them in the cannon. You go stand on one of the buttons to have them fired at Wilbur, and then you shoot Wilbur's eye. So, if you would like to plug anything, donations, now's a good time.
Absolutely, just a small little friendly reminder to everyone in the chat that we are currently raising money for Game On Cancer. We have just recently cracked the $8,077 mark, so we are absolutely smashing it towards that $20,000 goal. If you want to see it hit 9,000 today, though, exclamation mark donate in the chat or donate to AusSpeedruns.com.
Yes, I would very much love to see our donations go up. On that note, if any donations come through, that's a runner's choice. Mine is going towards teaching us how to play the Crustery Morrowind.
Great choice.
It's the easiest fight in the game, though you do have to be careful with the rocks, as you may have noticed. If you get hit by them, they deal a full skull worth of damage. If you get hit by the eye or the eye bullets, you only take 1 or 2 damage. And now we've come into the second phase of this fight, where instead of being the last rock that comes out, it is the first rock. There is a little thing you can do here while those cannons are coming up. If in the last second you jump, you will get a slow-mo jump. It does not have any effect on the run whatsoever, but it looks cool. And we're almost done with Wilbur. This is the last phase of the fight. He was not being nice to me, always spawning them really far away. Now let's see if I can get the jump. No. That's 4 for 4 fails. Anyway, that's Wilbur done, and we get our next piece of Tinker Brain and our next upgrade. The upgrades you get are always the same, no matter what boss you fight in, what boss order you fight in. Let's see if I accidentally save again. Not there. So this is our next form of movement. I did not mention it earlier because we don't use it much. It is the grappling hook. It grapples.
Where to next?
So now we're heading to Mermaid Falls. And we're almost immediately going to be using our grappling hook.
Let's go!
Oops. Okay.
Grappling hook!
There is a little bit of tech with the grappling hook. If you attack when you're going through another platform, instead of raising up to your highest point, you will hit the ground quicker. It doesn't help a whole lot, but it does make a slight difference in some areas. And you just saw me do my second upgrade, which was my ammo strap. As you increase your ammo, you can carry more seeker shots and spread shots. The spread shots are the most right one right now, that currently shoot out 3 shots, and the seekers are homing missiles in the middle. By the end of this stage, we ideally want to have 50 seekers, which is the max you can have with a level 1 ammo strap. At level 2, it's 70, I believe. No, 75, and at level 3, it's 99. So yeah, we're just climbing on up here, using our grappling hook to get up a little bit quicker. And hoping for some good ammo drops from these large pots. Not like that. There we go. That should cover me. Yep, I got what I need. Good. So there is a little bit of tech here that I'm probably gonna fail. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, I'm being bad. Second genie magic. Oh, sorry, third. I can count. And we're coming into the first auto-scroller of the game. It is a slide. We jump barrels and we avoid bats and pick up melons. But if there's anything you'd like to clock, take over.
That's perfectly fine. Hey, just a cool little friendly update to everyone that any revenue gone through subs and bits will be going also to Game on Cancer, adding to the current donation total that we have. So, yeah, feel free to sub, feel free to throw some bits along with the donations that are coming through. Keep them coming. They're coming through real well today.
I jumped when I shouldn't have. Those bats will drop melons if you hit them. Unfortunately, you are unable to pick them up. But there are quite a few melons spread out throughout this stage that we get.
I'll take that.
And they basically set up our health for the remainder of the run. Ah, damn it. Run invalid. Okay, and we're coming into the third boss, Giga Mermaid, or Mermaid Waifu as some in the community have dubbed it. But like any good person, you don't beat up your waifu. We're gonna leave her for later. Ah, god damn it, every time!
Where haven't I tried yet?
So we're heading into Cape Crustacean, which starts off with another auto-scroller. And I forgot to do something. I was supposed to level up my Seekers before I teleported out of that last stage, so we're just going to do that now. So we have another auto-scroller here where it's a race, we're getting to the end as quickly as we can, but it's an auto-scroller. So you get there when you get there. But once again, the run will become invalid again if I miss any of the other races. Favorite part of the game, the flying carpet that moves you forward very slightly. Another reason we defeat all the riders beyond having a run that is not invalid is they can also drop heal items, like that corn dog I just missed. This is just a little thing I like to do, going into the Twitch and Vinegar fight without looking at them. So the reason we wanted to increase our Seekers was for this fight, because it makes it an absolute joke. You can also do that fight with max level spreads. Theoretically, it would be quicker. Realistically, it would not. Max level Seekers deal 9 damage a hit, and as you notice, you can fire them very fast. Max level spreads deal 25 a hit, but they spread out, they don't home. So this is Cape Crusty 2. Fairly straightforward, back into going, just moving to the left. But we want to get some more Seekers that we just ran out of, and we want to avoid those lasers that the electricity that I almost got hit by. And occasionally we come down here to pick up items. We could get ourselves hit by this electricity and taken back to the start of this little arena here, but it is about the same speed as walking. Please give me Seekers. I would very much like them. Ow. Oh, it is not being nice to me. Alright, this time we do get ourselves hit by the electricity because it's quicker than waiting for them twice.
Let's go.
really not being nice to me. Damage boost to get through that one, and we come in here to get this. There is a few things we could do at this point. We could increase our grapple hook, or we could increase our ammo like I did there. I'm going for the ammo route. It's about the same speed, honestly. There we go. Right, into Cape Crusty 3. This is the stage where we do the most damage boosting, and I'm going to heal very soon after I take one hit from this guy. Just gonna up my grappling hook by 1, because it will be relevant for the A screen coming up. This one. So normally to get under here we're supposed to have an item we don't have yet, which allows us to walk underwater, but if you jump high enough you can... I did that wrong. You can get under that pretty easily. And we also want a lot of ammo drops here, and the game can be pretty nasty on the RNG. Fortunately, it's been somewhat nice, but I would like a bit more Seekers instead of all those spreads. Fortunately, the next boss is fairly easy to do if you don't have many Seekers. Oops. I got a little bit more Seekers. So the next boss we're coming up to is Ammo Baron. Normally for this fight what I do is spend about 40 or so Seekers to get him to his second phase and then finish him off with spread shots. But since I don't have the amount of Seekers I need for what's coming up after Ammo Baron, I'm just going to take him down with all my spread shots. That's Ammo Baron down. Very simple, straightforward fight. And we get our next piece of Tinker Brain and our next upgrade. We do not use the next upgrade at all. Well, no, that's a lie. We use all our upgrades, but we don't use it until cleanup. So this is the aforementioned item that allows us to walk underwater, the Kraken's Ball, which
Kraken Ball? Now, back to work!
Which we didn't need for earlier.
Where should
Not
I
tricking me
search
with that
next?
save again. And now we head back to Giga Mermaid, which, like most of the boss fights here, has two phases. The first one where we're going to knock off some keys, some locks, not keys, and then after that, where we've got to shoot her a bunch. The keys take, the locks, God, I'm bad at this, take 3 shots if you get right up close to them. And then for the second phase, we just hit her with about 17 or 18 Seekers. Then we get our next upgrade, the Cannonball. The Cannonball is used to break large stone blocks, and I suppose it is the most damaging thing in the game if you don't count spreads, but we don't use it for anything more than breaking blocks.
Wonderful! Bomb power! Where haven't I tried yet?
So now we're heading into Hypno Baron's castle, the spooky, scary stage, and what makes it super scary is we need a lot of ammo drops, and RNG is a cruel, cruel entity that makes all speedrunners suffer. Like so, by giving me max hearts when I'm at more or less full health. Or the cannonballs that I don't need. The second last upgrade of the game, and it is simply for one thing that is coming up in about 3 or 4 seconds. Those chests, as you might have guessed from me not opening them, are fake. If you hit them, a ghost will come out and follow you around the stage until you defeat it. And, well, we don't want that. So that was, right there, was why we got the level 3, get off, the level 3 thing. Literally just to speed up a area that is only marginally slow if we don't do it, but hey, we're speedrunners. So going into the next boss fight, we want about 70 Seekers and 70 spreads, so... whoops, I wanted to jump off that. So hopefully the game is kind to me. And this is hard for me, because from where I'm sitting, I can't read the numbers. So as you may have noticed, of my red spectacles, I have a visual issue, which... at home wouldn't be an issue because I can have the screen wherever the hell I please. Here, where I'm on a webcam, that's a bit of a different thing. But we will hope and we will pray, and it will probably do nothing. But we are coming up to the hardest room in the game. It is so insanely difficult. Did you see how hard that was? That dark room is actually kind of difficult on the Shantae mode, but in Risky it's literally just walk in, hit the chest, walk out. Oh, stop giving me cannons, I don't need them. I could really use quite a bit of both. More Seekers than Spreads, but... Okay, I'm gonna have to hope that the small chests, or the small pots, are gonna be kind to me. This did happen to me in practice, that is fine. I do have a backup for if I don't get what I need. But the backup is very, very slow. Get in some good small Seeker drops, that's nice. A few more spreads would also be nice. That was not meant to happen. Wow, that's unfortunate. Not paying attention. Could be good. Could get better drops.
Do we have a bit of time for a couple of quick donations?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Awesome stuff. We had $20 here earlier from Baggers. Thank you, from Baggers. Thank you very much for that. And we also had $77.77 from Naniki Emmy. Good morning to all from the UK. Thanks to the awesome runners, commentators, hosts, and staff for the entertainment this week while I'm working. Looking forward to the Final Fantasy VII run. Please put this towards calling Cloud Tetsuya after his original designer. Oh, and Chad is awesome. Which means that overtakes Name, which is currently at $10. So Name is currently the meme of the week here. If you want Name to be the name for Cloud, then get donating.
I vehemently disagree with this change. Not with the donation, but Name is the clearly superior choice. I am being very poor at this. I'm just going to take this a bit slower. Very sneaky chest up here. Hopefully I'm good. We'll see. So we come right into the next boss, which is everyone's fan favorite character, Squid Baron. We're gonna shoot him in the face a lot. But it was a bit of a joke. The real fight is up next. It is dual Barons of Squid and Hypno Baron. Okay, I ran out of shots there, so the little bit of backup here is we're just going to upgrade our scimitar to max level. It's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. So yeah, ideally we finish both of those fights by just using our spread shots and our seekers, but no. RNG is, as I stated, very, very cruel. Alright, and now we have got the last piece of Tinker Brain, and all we need to get to the final stage is the full 15 magic genie crystals. However, as this is a 100% run, we will also be collecting all the dark magic. And we get the final piece of movement tech, the cannon jump, which allows us to double jump, triple jump, quadruple jump, and quintuple jump.
Where to next?
We are now in the cleanup portion of the stage. And the first place we're going to head to is Cape Crusty 2, where we have only left one item throughout this entire stage, so it is the quickest to finish up. And we also collected all the items from Hypno Castle, so we don't need to go back there. Along with that, we do also want to get about 70... oops, I did not want to level that up. Oh well, it's fine.
Cannon jump.
We have more than enough to get what we need.
Cannon jump.
We also want to get about 80 or 79 of each of our seekers and spreads, so we have enough for the final boss.
Where haven't I tried yet?
Yep, so there's not a lot of anything to really say about the cleanup. We're just trying to get through it as quickly as we can and collect as much ammo as we can. Fortunately, there is a lot of large pot drops all around for us to get, but RNG can still be RNG. Fortunately, it has been kind to us on the spreads, but I would also like it to be kind to us on the seekers. Those little starfish, if they land on you, they slow you down, and it's really important for them not to hit you while you're coming through Tassel Town first time. This time, it doesn't really matter because they disappear when we screen transition, and we do that a lot. and they also don't slow you down all that much underwater. There's a sneaky little chest up there that I usually forget about when I'm relearning this game. Something I didn't mention with the hat glide and the cannon jump is if you go into a hat glide immediately after you come out of a cannon jump, it does give you a slightly higher boost than the cannon jump by itself. Looks like RNG is being a bit nice to us now in comparison to before. Could still be a bit better, but there are still a lot more pots. Alright, and that is Tasseltown finished.
There are still secrets left to discover.
Mermaid Falls, now very quick. There's 5 items, I think. 3 in the first stage, 2 in the second. We're just going to get them as quickly as we can. Using the hat glide to travel at level 3 is, roughly speaking, either the exact same speed as walking or so close that the difference is kind of irrelevant.
I'll take that.
Alright, so there's 6 in here. I didn't get the bug. Sometimes that crab will spawn inside of the ground. I'm going to take a minor detour here, just to, well, hope I would have got better pots than that, but life is what it is. Okay, so yeah, much more seekers.
Have a quick second for a handful of
yeah, go right ahead.
Awesome stuff. Things are starting to get a little bit hot with these incentives right now. We had $50 from Fierce Elements, who says, stages are the real bosses. Good thing saving frames saves the game too. We also had $25 from Dog Ryan 100. It says, Silent Hill UFO ending. It has to happen. This is the next run after this, and UFO ending is currently in the lead by $2. A $3 swing could send it straight to good ending. Who knows? Someone could come in with a $230 donation and could put something else into the running. But hey, so far we're going for the UFO ending.
On that note, Fierce Elements is my brother, and whilst he didn't put a donation in, I feel, whilst I would love for us to get that Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind thing, I feel he would very much like to get a UFO ending. He is a big fan of horror games.
Well, this next one might actually change your mind here, because we had $50 from Club who says, name 2022, and that went towards Final Fantasy VII Cloud's name, which means Tetsuya is on $77.77, and name is currently on $60. So, would you like that to go in the lead and then the rest to go?
I would, but I think my brother would still prefer Silent Hill.
Your brother was, okay, no worries, I can do that for you. A very small update here on that UFO ending as well. It's currently now on $277, and good ending is on $225. So getting to your last moments if you want the good ending, chat. ! Donate or donate.AusSpeedruns.com.
So we're in the final stage of cleanup. Also, I realized I got the names wrong. This is Tasso Town. The first stage is something else. I know the games I speedrun, I swear. Okay. I think that should have got me good on the Seekers I need. Still a few more large pot drops, but pretty sure that would have got me good.
Okay, never mind. Ignore what I just said. Things have just gone in a very different direction here. We had $50 from Volky just then, who said, Silent Hill good ending is canon ending, and $100 from Devourer, who also is putting it towards the good ending. So now UFO ending is still on $277, but good ending has shot up all the way to $375.
Yeah, I think my brother would be happy no matter what ending. He likes Silent Hill. There's some sneaky hidden chests in the I guess the turrets you would call those. There's 2 of them. Bit of a finger flub there.
Grappling Hook.
And there are just 2 more chests to get in the next zone. And then we can head into the final stage. So that is the last Genie Crystal. If we wanted to do a very poor any % run, we could leave and go to the final stage now. Just like last time through here, I don't need to defeat these outer gals, but hey, I'm just going for that chance of extra heal items. And assuming I didn't miss any, this is the last chest, and we can head on into the final stage. And I'm going to assume that achievement tells me I didn't miss anything.
Where haven't I tried yet?
So, Risky's hideout, the final stage, the place she didn't know the location of until we had all the genie crystals.
Excellent.
Bit strange. It is a fun stage. It is a lot easier in the 100% than it is in the any %, because in the 100% we have that level, that max level cannon jump. In the any % route, you have 0 level cannon jump. And it's a bit more technical, but I think it looks pretty cool when you do it right. That was next. But those flying Tinkerbats, I didn't mention it earlier, but they are very dangerous. No matter what they hit you with, whether it is running into them or one of their balls, they deal 4 damage, so we want to get hit by these guys on the ground here whenever possible, because they only deal 1 damage. Use a safety heal item. See what I've noticed the damage I took from that. On an older patch, it was a chance for those flying Tinkerbats. Their bullets would go through the screen transition. Fortunately, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Right, and we're just about into the final boss. We get 3 or 4 large pot drops, each containing 20 ammo and a big heart. So the final boss is Shantae, the titular character and hero of the game. This fight is kind of straightforward. We're just going to shoot her with our seekers whenever she's moving, and when she's standing still, we hit her with a bunch of spreads. The only real trick to this fight is you just have to pay attention to your HP, because she can deal a lot. Unfortunately, I've wasted a few Seeker spreads. We don't want to waste any of them if we can avoid it, because they deal 25 damage a hit. Also, time will be coming up pretty soon when the screen fades to white upon defeating her. That will be time. Fortunately, there is a little cheat way to heal if you're running low on heal items. And time is... now. And we just need to make sure that it is in fact a 100% run, that I didn't miss any chests. I know the achievement should dictate I didn't, but we'll see.
While we're doing that, do you have any plugs you want to make? Anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, just a shout out to the Shantae /WayForward speedrunning community. You can find them on Speedrun or over at the Discord. They're a great, inviting community. We do everything from the Shantae games to River City Girls to the other ones I unfortunately can't remember the name of. But they're a very cool, relaxing crew. Shout outs to everyone at ASM. This is my first time here live. I have participated in a few of the other events, but I'm glad to finally be able to come down here and meet a bunch of you all in person. It's been great. And there we go, 100%. And the real reason we do it for these.